Alright, reinforcements and replacements. Reinforcements and replacements in Millennium Wars, Korea, playing the first mission, Unification. This is the second player turn. My reminder, that's the South Korean side with NATO or US forces here. A bit more about what's going on, the situation. So in Seoul, we have 4 units, including the headquarters, South Korean headquarters, disrupted from an attack across the border right there. As the North Koreans focused a fairly big attack, although now I see how that attack could have been even more overwhelming, and obviously I could have matched it with another attack, but I am definitely trying to get down the mechanics, because I'm seeing that this is going to give some good play here. So I definitely want to get the mechanics down. Play. I'm already seeing how this design, fosters great replayability. It looks like, even in such a static theater as the Korean Peninsula. It's only 6 hexes wide at the neck here, across Seoul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right across. Only 6 hexes. Otherwise, we've got. You have this Korean cyber cadre unit here. It's important. Other than the disrupted South Korean headquarters, here we've got 2nd Army headquarters on the eastern shore there. Down here we have 3rd Army. Down here, south, west, central part of the country. For the NATO forces, we've got 8th Army headquarters here, 2nd Mechanized Division here, and 2nd Air Assault, non-mechanized, 2nd Air Assault Brigade there. And that's it. A lot of potential NATO reinforcements, though. Actually, a lot. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's that list up there. Right here, we got a lot. 2 headquarters, including a MEF, 2 Marine divisions, 82nd Airborne Division, 101st Air Assault Division, plus the Japanese command. I believe that's... actually, there should be a... Here it is. Did they forget to... Looks like they forgot to include the abbreviation. Yeah, okay. Looks like some Japanese command. 25th Light Infantry Division, 1st Cav and 1st UK Armored Divisions. Okay. 3 Marine Brigades. 1st Armored Cavalry Regiment, or 1 Armored Cavalry Regiment, the 11th, obviously. Some Special Operations Brigades, 2 Cyber Cadres, Paramilitary Brigade, so lots, and a fleet, so lots of potential NATO reinforcements. So obviously, also looking at the situation, so this is the start of the 2nd player turn of the 1st game turn. Obviously, looking at the situation, the South Koreans and NATO side need reinforcements. So I need to go over this. I'm guessing up front, before I look into details, I'm guessing that I'm paying political points to buy reinforcements. I'm assuming. So let's see how right I am on that. But the question is, just considering the rock first, what do I want? And this is an interesting game decision, right? There's headquarters available, 8 infantry corps, but these are weaker than the ones that start, right? So the ones that start are 6-4. The reinforcements are 4-4, so they are weaker. Only 2/3. They're 66% the strength of the starting units. 5 paramilitary divisions and 1 cyber cadre. So my point is, apart from the fact of buying multiple ones of these, do you go for the information warfare advantage? Do you go for paramilitary? Do you go for the kind of the special operations, quote unquote, advantage, or do you go for straight infantry, or do you go for the C2 or headquarters advantage? Great decision making again. Okay, again, you know, if you can get them all, great. I'm assuming maybe there's some, maybe the decision making's a bit better, a bit more interesting. Before I talk about reinforcements and replacements, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Reinforcements and replacements. Before I talk about that, I'm going to make a note, follow up on what I talked about last time. As I usually do, I think I kind of underplayed what I was getting at, but no, I mean, I was getting at, I'm going to focus on multiple games here that have the focus of Indo-Pacific theater and China. The idea is to explore different operational and tactical aspects of this subject matter. The reason why I felt comfortable revealing this last time is because at that same day, yesterday, that I talked about that, I was reading that morning on Consim World, and Robert Leonard, I'll name him because he's named on Consim World, Robert Leonard, if I remember the name correctly, and that name does ring a bell. It's not an unknown name. I believe it's the Robert Leonard I'm thinking of. He talked about using this game. Yeah, I think he was actually talking about Korea. It's under Millennium Wars, but I actually think he was talking about the Korea game, this particular game. He was talking about using this game in some type of classroom setting to help instruct defense professionals. It sounded like a great idea. His post sounded really interesting, and it's just funny because when I read that, that's basically in line with what I was trying to talk about, what I was trying to communicate, that as long as I'm working on Indo-Pacific planning, war and competition planning to be more specific, I'm going to use, to the extent that I can, use these games in my free time just to play around with this stuff, generate ideas. So we'll see. And again, I talked about, if necessary, I'll do a lot of modification, take orders of battle from different games, take maps from different games, or make original maps, use rules, mix rules, whatever I need to, basically. So that's what I was getting at. It's very similar to what Mr. Leonard sounded like what he was talking about on Consim World forums. Okay, so reinforcement and replacement real quick. So the scenario or mission designates which units are available. Reinforcements are placed during the friendly reinforcement segment, which is the first segment of your player turn. Reinforcement and replacement segment, the second player, again, South Korea and NATO, placing reinforcements or replacements do this turn. Reinforcements are placed during the friendly reinforcement segment. They are placed as designated. How am I doing this? Republic of Korea reinforcements available. Reinforcements are generally based on the amount of political capital that a player wants to expend. Okay, so here it is. This represents a trade-off between popular support for the military effort and popular disdain for casualties and other costs of war. Perfectly understandable. Reinforcements may also enter the game as a result of random events. Okay, that requires no political point expenditure. Okay, it does look like, okay, let's just say I want to take, let's say I want to go the information. No, in defense I think I do need to go straight combat power, so I'm going to go for an infantry corps. So let's just say, I need to keep a tally of, I think I have to keep a tally on the number. So I'll expend a certain amount of political points and bring on one